ground, then kept climbing the abandoned signal tower, barehanded, 3,000 meters up. What neither of them noticed was that the rusted frame had already started to crack. With every step they took, the bolts holding the ladder in place loosened a little more. No matter how careful they were, those hidden dangers were going to catch up with them sooner or later. After 3 straight hours of climbing without a break, they finally reached a small platform. What he didn't realize was that the shaking had sent an already loose bolt flying off completely. The climb from the platform to the top should have taken 2 minutes at most, but Anna was so terrified that it ended up taking half an hour. Seeing that Anna was running out of strength, Hunter's help, she finally made it to the top. She slowly stood up, and for the first time, the whole world was beneath her feet. Still shaken, Anna felt something she had never felt before, like she was standing on top of the world. They immediately pulled out their phones and took selfies to mark the moment. The rush faded fast, though, and a brutal reality set in. The ladder they had climbed up was gone. How were they supposed to get back down 3,000 meters? Making things worse, when Anna had fallen earlier, her backpack, with all their food and water, had landed on the satellite dish below. Desperate, the flare gun at the top. But with no one around, firing it seemed pointless. Once Hunter calmed down, he came up with an idea. If there was no signal at the top, maybe dropping down a bit would be enough to get one. He typed out an SOS message, hit send, then tied the phone to the safety rope with a hair tie, and slowly lowered it down, hoping to hear the whoosh of a sent message. But the rope wasn't long enough. The sound never came. To get the phone even lower, Hunter climbed out onto the broken ladder, just a meter of it left. Then dang possible. Even then, the message still wouldn't go through. With his left hand about to give out, Hunter had no choice but to give up. He climbed back up to the platform as fast as he could. Just as Hunter was losing all hope, Anna had a sudden idea. If there was signal on the ground, why not just throw the phone down there? They just had to make sure it survived the fall. Hunter thought it was worth a shot. He pulled off one of his shoes and tucked the phone inside, then stripped off his undershirt and stuffed it in for extra padding. Once the phone was packed in tight with no room to move, they dropped the shoe off the top of the tower. As the shoe shrank to a tiny speck below, neither of them felt confident. They had no idea if the phone had survived. All they could do was wait and hope. While Hunter was killing time scanning the view through binoculars, she spotted someone moving around at the base of the tower. They got excited and started screaming down at the ground, but the tower was just too tall. No matter how loud they yelled, the person below couldn't hear a thing. The man's dog, though, sniffed out the phone, now smashed to pieces. But a dog can't exactly explain what it found. Watching their only chance at rescue about to walk away, Anna panicked and threw her shoe off the top. Pulled up right next to their car. They thought he was going to call the police. Turns out, he was just there to steal it. In that moment, they learned just how dark people can be. Helpless, they endured another long night. By now they were starving and desperately thirsty. Sitting around doing nothing would only make them weaker. They needed water, and fast. But the rope they had wasn't long enough to reach it. So to a pole. Then climbed down without a second thought. But getting the backpack was only half the battle. Getting back up to the platform was the real challenge. She strapped on the backpack and carefully got to her feet. She reached out her right hand, feeling for the rope, but it was always just out of reach. Then she had another bold idea. She pulled out the extendable selfie stick from the backpack and clipped the bag onto it, planning to use it to hook the rope and extend her reach. Anna grabbed the rope and pulled with everything she had. In no time, she hauled Hunter back up to the top. Having gone 2 days without food or water, Anna didn't even stop to check on Hunter's injuries. She grabbed the water bottle and took a long, desperate drink. With the worst of the thirst behind her, it was time to focus on getting rescued. Anna wrote out an SOS message, then flew the drone toward a nearby hotel. A hotel came into view on the screen. Anna quickly brought the drone lower. Anna couldn't believe what she was seeing. She looked through the binoculars. A truck driver had gotten out and spotted the drone. If he picked it up, he'd find the note with the SOS message. But the driver didn't want to bother and just drove off. Watching the truck disappear, Anna broke down in tears. She set down the controller in a daze and fell into complete despair. But the worst was still to come. Just as she was drifting off and tried to talk to Hunter, Hunter slowly turned to face her, revealing a gruesome, bloody wound. It hit Anna like a light slammed into the satellite dish and died on impact. The trauma had shattered Anna's grip on reality. Her mind had blocked it all out, and she had been mistaking the backpack she'd pulled up for Hunter. The truth was, she had been alone up there the entire time. Hunter's death was the final blow. Another night passed. Anna had completely given up on surviving. She slumped against the top of the tower, waiting to die. A vulture circling high above had already marked her as its next meal. It moved in, ready to feed, but the moment it touched her, Anna's eyes snapped open. She grabbed the bird and slammed it against the platform. If she wanted to live, she needed fuel, and this vulture was the only food available. With her strength partially restored, she refused to just sit there and wait to die. She tied her hair back, unclipped the safety rope Hunter had left behind, and forced herself to climb out onto the broken ladder, just a meter of it left. Once the clip was secured to the ladder, she tossed the rope out into the air. Then she climbed down, step by step, with practiced precision. This time, she wasn't afraid. When she reached the end of the rope, she unclipped without hesitation and jumped on. Looking at Hunter's body, already decomposing, Anna didn't let herself grieve. She quickly pulled out her phone and sent her father an SOS text. Then she placed the phone inside Hunter's other shoe. To protect it from the impact, she pried open Hunter's wound and stuffed the shoe inside the body. Then she pushed Hunter, shoe and all, off the 3,000-meter tower. This time, Hunter's body would absorb the impact, giving the phone a chance to send the message. But then she instinctively stepped back, but there was nowhere to go. She had no choice but to curl up on the tilting, unstable satellite dish, waiting desperately for a miracle. After what felt like forever, her father finally showed up after receiving the message. The moment she finally understood just how precious life really is.